Yo, what's good? Supreme Combat Sports, and today we're gonna talk about Bud versus Canelo, man. And I'm rooting for Bud, me personally. In this fight, I feel like Bud could get Canelo. Bud will be moving up from 154, his last fight against Madrimov, straight to 168. And he's been adamant about it, man. At first, he was saying he wouldn't do it at all. It was kind of crazy to even think that. And then after that Joe Rogan interview, was it that Joe Rogan interview? I think he started to feel the idea of moving up to 168 to fight Canelo. So, man, that's going to be a crazy fight for sure, bro. And I'm riding with Bud. I feel like Bud could get him. People were saying from his last performance against Madrimov at 154 that he would have... They were judging it off of that performance that, he can't beat Canelo. But I think he did a great job against Madrimov. For one, he took Madrimov's power to just jump up to a new weight class after that. After his fight with Spence at 147, he took his power well. In the late rounds, he was able to wither Madrimov down. Madrimov was on the back foot a lot more. So Madrimov was feeling his power. And that fight with Virgil Ortiz was very telling because Ortiz was in 154 for a couple fights now, so his body was well adjusted to the weight. And he still couldn't get Madrimov out of there. And Madrimov was dishing out a lot of damage to Ortiz as opposed to Crawford. So, yeah, man, I feel like Bud has a good chance. He's bulking up, getting big. I don't know, man. I feel like Bud could outbox him. I feel like Bud has a lot of layers to his game. And I remember when he was at the weigh-in for Madrimov, dog, he had on a shirt and it had Undisputed 4 times on it. A lot of people were saying, he should just stay at 154 and collect all the belts. But for one, you already know how PBC was going to play it. I think Fundora had one of the belts or has one of the belts. Come on, man. Bud don't got enough time. Bud is like, 37, 38 years old. You don't got enough time to be hunting down belts and fighting this dude and that dude, especially with all the politics and the ducking and stuff, the stalling out. By time, even if he did have success in getting at 154, by the time he would be done with all of that, he'd probably be like 42 years old, man. So I think that was way out of the question. I think Bud's best shot is fights like these, one fight for the big belts, for all the belts. And I feel like he could pull it off, man. Canelo is a front runner. He's power hunting he's hunting that head all night. He will go to the body. And I'm not going to lie, Canelo is nice. He'll go for whatever he could get. But, after the 6th round, he starts to slow down a little bit. He hasn't not won anybody out in a while. I honestly feel like, I could be wrong, but I feel like Bud is going to shock a lot of people in that fight. Bud's offense is very layered. He's not a defensive wizard like that. But I feel like if he could take Canelo's power, and he feels like he could take it, it's going to be a long night for Canelo, man. But it's going to be telling. How the fight is going to play out is going to be very telling in the early rounds on how Bud deals with Canelo's power. Because Canelo is going to get off. There's no stopping it. He's coming in with a lot of head movement, and he's swinging for the fences. You know that. If Bud could eat those shots, I feel like Bud could get him. Honestly feel like Bud could get him. Bud is a bully in the ring. It's going to be an entertaining fight. Bud is not going to dance around for 12 rounds. If you hit Bud is going to want to get that hit back. That's just how he fights. I feel like it's going to be an explosive fight. There's a lot of great moments in there. I feel like Buddy's going to use the jab, keep him on the outside. He might even switch hit. We haven't seen Bud switch hit a lot in a while. He might do some switch hitting, man. I feel like we're going to see the best out of Bud that we've ever seen. And I feel like it's going to bring the best out of Canelo. But I honestly feel like, and it's playing, messing up my thing, man. I honestly feel like Bud got what it takes to get that boy out of there. I want to say decision, but yeah, Bud by decision, man. That's how I'm feeling. I know a lot of people feel differently, but it is what it is, man. Supreme Combat Sports. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm out.